How's it going, guys? So this week's vlog will be about my review of the Phoenix Android radio. A lot of people has been asking me about it, so I'm gonna go about doing that. But first, what I did was I reset the head unit so that I can go step by step to explain to you what you're going to expect when you actually physically install the head unit and then you power up for the first time. A lot of people on Facebook and stuff like that complain about how the steering wheel controls don't work. When you put it in reverse, the music stops playing. Another thing is that if you have a sport like me, you might have an issue where you use your right turn signal and then the whole screen goes blank, and then the music cuts off and everything until you disable the right turn signal and everything comes back on again. That's all the issues I'll fix. For the majority of the part, those are the issues that I had, and I was able to fix it. It's a real simple fix. It's not the end of the world, but let's go and get to it. Okay guys, let's boot up the head unit. Sorry guys, I have to turn on the AC because it's 88 degrees outside and it's kind of a little warm. So the Honda symbol usually lasts maybe like 10 to 20 seconds. I could show you a way where it'll just bypass that and then it'll just do an instant boot, which I like more than that of the loading screen. Okay, so just show you that this is completely factory. See, there's no extra apps or anything. So let's go through a lot of the things that people complain about. So none of my channels are saved, so let's choose a channel real quick here. Move. Okay, so first thing was they said that steering wheel control doesn't work. Yep, it definitely does not work. And then another thing was, if you were to, I think it's if you were to go in reverse, music cuts off. There's no indicators for the backup camera, no trajectory or anything. Another thing was, I guess it kind of fixed itself. Well, I'll show you where it is. About the right turn signal, where it disabled the music too and everything. So let's get to it then. So what you want to do is you want to go to settings. Here, let me lower this down so you can hear me. So you want to go to settings. You want to bring it all the way up and go to factory settings. This is universal, by the way. 1, 2, 6. Okay, now you're here. You can. This is like the main menu of the actual head unit. So like, if you need to change something, this is where you gotta go. You can change your logos to any car you want. See, there's like any car you want. It looks like you can also upload a custom one. I haven't decided to use a custom one yet. First thing you want to do is, since the radio is from China, you want to choose America. And then this is the big one right here, okay? So that red box that has like the firmware and everything, you want to choose Honda Critter. This gives you all the functions of all your controls and everything. So if you look at it, it says air conditioning, back door when it's open, rear view so that you can see all the trajectories and also the different angles of the camera like the normal you usually have. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're like me with the Sport and you do not have a lane watch camera on the right mirror, you want to hide this, because if you don't, it's gonna turn on and then it's gonna annoy the crap out of you. Okay, so that's checked. The next thing, okay, so you want to hit other and then steering wheel controls. So we're looking for steering wheel controls. So right there, steering wheel controls. See how it's disabled? You want to enable it. All right. And then you could have a choice if if you want your panels right here to turn on like that with the headlights or without the headlights. I just had it with the headlights because I really don't use the head while I'm in the car yet. Then that's pretty much it for the time being. So let's what you gotta do is hit apply, and then it's going to tell you to reboot the head unit. So it's going to do its thing. Okay guys, so the head unit finished rebooting. So now let's check it out, all the settings that I told you to do. So there you go, head unit's on, and what you want to look for is controls, right? So I'm going to change channels. Everything works. The mute control works. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna reverse. Now you have all your angles that you want to see normally. I just usually leave it like this, so it's kind of basic. But here, the music wasn't playing, so what we want to do is go to settings.
Today's 96.5.
Extra settings. Oops. And you want to choose parking radar. You want that like lines at factory head. Now, reversing volume. You want to turn that on so that you can hear music. So we're going to go do it again. There you go, music. And I think I didn't toggle that other one on. There it is. There's the lines. What else is there? Oh, make sure you go to drive, and then if you're trying to watch something, make sure this is toggled on, okay? And what's another thing? That's fine. Oh, here we go. So if you don't want your head unit to take forever to boot up, all you gotta do is hit the shutdown delay for accessory off, turn that to auto sleep, so every time you crank it, it'll do instant boot up. And then we gotta change our update by GPS. So our time zone, we're in China, so we gotta look for whatever your time zone is. Since I'm on Eastern time zone, I'm gonna look for the Eastern time zone right there. Eastern time zone, and I want normal time. I don't want military time. So now it's, for me, it's 4:34. And that's it. I pretty much did everything. You have any questions, let me know about like the settings and stuff. You could also You can also change your settings here too and stuff like that. And you want the history of how much miles you have left. My tank ends in 42 miles. So let me explain my explanation of the head unit and my review of it. Okay, so my impressions of the Phoenix Android Radio head unit. I think it's a worth it investment. Coming from having a Honda Civic Sport hatchback, you're left with that ugly basic screen. So now you're going to a 9-inch screen. On top of that, now you could play movies and have external hard drives. What else you have? Navigation, where the Sport never even have navigation. So far it is a lot of win-wins. Now, the little downside that I feel like, like I'm gonna, just deal with it. The reverse camera, yeah, it is slightly pixelated and kind of noisy, but then again, I'm not even sure that the factory head unit with the small screen also has that problem too, where the head unit will show pixelated and noisy camera. Because remember, the screen is probably like that big, and then now you're going to a 9-inch, so that's a huge difference. Yeah, another person's going to say that why not just get the OEM head unit, the upgraded one, where it has it in the, what was it, the X Touring. If you think about it for a second, yeah, that's a pretty good idea, but price difference, this is cheaper, like beyond. And not only that, it's also plug and play too, so that's even better, in my opinion. Not better, well, both of them are also plug and play. I feel this is less glitchy than the OEM. I actually sat in a car with the OEM one, and then there were times where it freezes up for no reason, and I'm trying to figure out why is it doing that. And then I think I rebooted it probably like 3 times in my one session using it. So you don't have CarPlay like the OEM head unit, but you do have mirroring capabilities. I have an Android phone, so I was able to mirror my Note 5. I didn't get a chance to fully mess around with an Apple phone. My friend had an Apple phone, and we kind of tried it real quick, and it wasn't really meant for an Apple phone. So the head unit is an Android, so Android to Android kind of makes sense. But you can do the Wi-Fi connection to mirror your phone if you wanted to. It did work, it just took a while to get it done. But a lot of people who has this head unit, what they did was they just download the same apps that they have on their phone and just pretty much use the hotspot. Some phone carriers have unlimited hotspots, so you can do that way. What else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. So what I did was on my head unit I installed Kodi. So if you guys don't know what Kodi is, a lot of people use Fire Sticks to watch to stream videos and stuff like that. I tend to use this card to travel a lot, so if my passenger decides to want to watch a movie or something, if I didn't bring my external hard drive with things that I can watch, then I can actually use Kodi to stream movies or TV shows or whatever you want to view with that. So to be honest, if you're asking for my recommendation, would I recommend this head unit to anyone? Yes, I would definitely recommend the head unit. This head unit so far has been flawless. The other people who has a Tesla version, well, that one is still in the works, so it wasn't 100%. This one is, I feel, pretty close to 100%. A little tweaking from the beginning, but after you tweak those, all the settings I told you to do, it's flawless. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Just comment down below. I will link the description in the description where you can purchase the head unit and everything. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.